Hello, my dear fifth grade students. I am Mr. Ahmed Magdy, your math teacher. Our lesson today is the first lesson of the third unit of the fifth grade curriculum for the academic year 2024-2025. Our unit has 5 lessons. The first and second one is about using the area model to multiply and using the distributive property of multiplication. The third and fourth unit is about multiplying a two-digit number using the algorithm and multiplying multi-digit numbers. And lesson number 5 talks about multiplication problems in the real world. So we will begin with the first two lessons, using the area model to multiply and the distributive property of multiplication. First, in these two lessons, we will talk about the method of multiplication using powers of 10. Then the method of multiplication using the rectangular area model. Then we will use the distributive property in multiplication and how to link them together and use them in solving word problems. Okay, so let's go. Let's remember first multiplying by powers of 10. What is the meaning of powers of 10? Powers of 10 means if we have 10 and we will add zeros next to 10. So if I have 10 and I will add 1 0, so I have 100. If I add 1 0 again, so I will multiply by 1000. If I add 1 0 again, so it will be 1 or 10,000. Okay, so every time I add 1 0, this all numbers is a powers of 10. Okay, so what is the meaning of multiply by powers of 10? If I want to multiply by 1, so I don't have any zeros, so the number stays the same. If I want to multiply by 10, so I will add just 1 0. So if I have 5 by 10, 5 by 10 equals 50, so I will multiply 5 by 1 and add 1 0. Okay, if I multiply 5 by 100, so I will multiply 5 by 1 and I will add 2 zeros. After that, if I have 5 by 1000, I will multiply 5 by 1 and I will add 3 zeros. Okay, and so on with all numbers or all powers of 10, like 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, and so on. Okay, so if I have one example like this, 100 times 6 equals what? I will say 6 times 1 equals 6. And I have 2 zeros, so I will add 2 zeros in the result, so it will be 600. Here I have 80 times 10. So I multiply 8 times 1 equals 8, and I have 1 0 here and 1 0 here. So it will be 800. Okay, here I have 70 by 10,000. So I will multiply 7 by 1, it will be 7. And I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. So the result will be 700,000. Okay. Next, I have a number by 100 equals 2000. Okay. So I have here two zeros and here I have 3 zeros. Okay, so I will cancel one zero here with one zero here, and one zero here with one zero here. So it remains just 1 0, okay? Or maybe I will say 20, okay? So the missing number here is just 20. Let's make sure of this. I have here 20 times 100, okay? 20 times 100, it will be 2 times 1 equals 2. And I have here 1 0, and here I have 2 zeros, so the result will have 3 zeros. So 2 and 3 zeros, it will be 2000, okay? Next, I have 1000 by a number equals 9000, okay? So I will cancel 1 0 here and 1 0 here. And next I will cancel just another 0 with 1 0. And 1 0 with 1 0. So I will cancel 3 zeros from the left side with 3 zeros from the right side. Okay? So it will be 1 times what equals 9. So it will be just 9. So let's make sure of this. I have 1000 times 9 equals 9000. So I will say I will multiply 1 by 9 equals 9, and I have here 3 zeros, so I will have 3 zeros, okay? Next I have 15 or 150 equals what times 15? So I have here 15, and here I have 15. So 15 times what equals 15 times 1? And I have here 1 0, but here I don't have any zeros. So I will add 1 0 here in the missing number. So the missing number will be 10. So 15 times 1 equals 15, and I will add 1 0, so the result will be 150. Okay? Next, we will talk about using the area model to multiply. So if I have two numbers like this, I have 193 times 24. And I want to use the area model to multiply these two numbers. Okay? So I will expand every number. So the first number will be 100 plus 90 plus 3. And the second number will be 20 times 4. And I will represent every value here in one side of the rectangle. So I will cut the rectangle into 6 parts because I have here 3 parts and here I have 2 parts. So the 3 parts here represent the first number 193, and the 2 parts here will represent the 24 or the second number here. Okay? So the first rectangle here, number 1, has sides 100 times 20. So I will multiply 20 times 100, so the result will be 2000. Okay? The second rectangle here has sides 90 and 20. Okay? So all of this row have the same width is 20. Okay? And so I will multiply 90 times 20 equals 1800. And the third rectangle here have sides 3 by 20. So the result will be here, or the area equals 60. So this is the first row. When we multiply 190 and 3 times 20. Here, I want to multiply 4 times 100, 4 times 90, and 4 times 3. The first one, I will multiply 4 times 100. So the result will be 400. Next, I will multiply 4 by 90. So the result will be 360. Next, I will multiply 4 by 3. So the result will be 12. And I will add all of these numbers. 2000, 1800, 60, and 4400, 360, and 2 and 12. I will add them together. So I will get the final result of the multiplication. So the final result will be 4632. Okay, so the final result of the multiplication will be 4632. Okay, let's try an example like this. 618 by 43. I will expand the first number. So it will be 600 plus 10 plus 8. And the second number will be 40 plus 3. And then I will cut the rectangle according to the number of digits here. I have here 3 and here I have 2. So 3 times 2 equals 6. So I will cut the rectangle into 6 parts like this. Okay. So I will make 2 rows and 3 columns. Okay. So the first number here is 618. So I will expand it like this. I have 600 and 10 and 8. And here I have 40 and 3. So first I will multiply 600 times 40. So the result will be 4 by 6 equals 24. And here I have 3 zeros. So the result will be 24,000. In the second rectangle, I will multiply 10 times 40. 10 times 40. So it will be 10 times 40. And 10 times 40, 1 times 4 equals 4. And I have 2 zeros, so the result will be 400. Next, I have 8 times 30, 8 times 40. 8 times 40. So the result will be 8 by 4 equals 32. And I have 1 zero here. So the result will be 320. Next, I will multiply in the second row. So I multiply 8 by 3, 10 by 3, and 600 by 3. So 8 by 3 equals 24. 10 by 3 equals 30. And 600 times 3, 600 times 3 equals 6 by 3 equals 18. And I have 2 zeros, so the result will be 1800. I will add all numbers here. 24,400, 320, 1,800, 30, and 24. So let's try the vertical method. The first number is 24,000. Next I have 400. Next I have 320. Next I have 1,800. And be careful when you put numbers under each other. Okay. Next I have 30. And the last one is 24. Okay. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 4 equals 4. Next, 0 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 plus 3 plus 2 equals 7. Next, 0 plus 4 plus 3 plus 8 equals 15. So I will write 5 and carry up 1. 1 plus 4 plus 1 equals 6. And the last one, 20 or 2, and I don't have any digits, so it will be just 2. So the result will be 26,574. Okay, let's try another one. I have here 82 times 306. So I have here 2 digits and here I have 3 digits, but the middle one, or in the one in the middle, is just 0. Okay, so if I expand the two numbers, the first one will be 80 plus 2, and the second one will be just 300 plus 6. So here I have 2 digits and here I have 2 digits. Okay, so I will cut the rectangle into 4 parts like this. Okay, so the first one here will be, I will write the big number first in the horizontal line. So I will write 306. And on the vertical line, we will write the small number 82. So I will write 80 first and 2. Okay, let's try every two numbers. The first one here is 300 times 80. So 300 times 80. 300 times 80 equals what? 3 by 8 equals 24. And I have 3 zeros like this, so the result will be 24,000. Next, I have 6 times 80. So 80, or 6 first, times 80 equals what? 6 times 8 equals 48, and I have just 1 0, so the result will be 480. Next, I will multiply 306 times 2. Okay, so 300 times 2, 300 times 2 equals what? 3 by 2 equals 6, and I have 2 zeros, so it will be 600. Okay, and the last one I have 6 times 2 equals 12. Okay, so let's add all of these numbers. The first one is 24,000. The next one is 480. So I have 0, 8, 4. Next I have 600. And the last one is 12. Okay, so let's add them together. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 equals 2. 0 plus 8 plus 0 plus 1 equals 9. 0 plus 4 plus 6 equals 10. So I will write 0 and carry up 1. 1 plus 4 equals 5, and 2 does not change. So the result will be 25,092. So it will be 25,092. Let's try another one. I have 409 times 68. So we will draw the rectangle like this. So I have the first side, the second side, the third side, and the last one. Okay, so we will cut the rectangle like this. Okay, next I will expand the two numbers. I have here 409, and here I have 60 and 8. So I cut the rectangle model into 4 parts because I have 4 digits. Okay, because 0 does not matter with me. So I have here 409, and the next number, or the second number, is 60 and 8. So I will multiply first 400 by 60. So I have 400 times 60. So I have here 4 times 6 equals 24, and I have 3 zeros, so it will be 24,000. Okay, next I have 9 times 60. 9 times 60. 9 times 60. So 9 times 6 equals 54, and I have 1 0, so the result will be 540. Next, I have 40, or 400 times 8. 400 times 8. Okay, so 4 times 8 equals 32, and I have 2 zeros, so the result will be 3200. The last one, I have 9 times 8, and 9 times 8 equals 72, so the result will be just 72. I will add all numbers together. Okay, so I have 24,000. Next I have 540. Next I have 3,200. And the last one I have 72. Okay, so 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 equals 2. Plus 2 equals 2. 0 plus 4 plus 0 plus 7 equals 11. 1, carry up 1. 0 plus 5 plus 2 equals 8. And I have 4 plus 3 equals 7. And 2 just is this. Okay, so it will be 27,812. So the result will be here 27,812. Okay, the last one here, I have 17 times 54. So I would draw the model first. Okay, so it will be like this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 digits, so I will cut it into 4 parts. Okay, next I have here, I have 10 and 7. Here I have 50 and 4. Okay, so I will write here 10 and 7, and I will write here 50 and 4. Okay, so the first one here is 10 times 50. 10 times 50 equals 1 times 5 equals 5, and I have 2 zeros, so the result will be 500. Next I have 7 times 50. 7 times 50. 7 times 5 equals 35, and I have 1 0, so the result will be 350. Next, I have 10 times 4. So 10 times 4 equals 40. Okay, next I have 7 times 4, so the result will be just 28. I will add the four numbers here together, so I have 5,500 and 350 and 40 and 28. Okay, so I will add them together like this. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 8 equals 8. 0 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2 equals 11. So I will write 1 and carry up 1. 1 plus 5 plus 3 equals 9. So the result will be 918. Okay. So here the result will be 918. Next, the second part here in our lesson is about the distributive property of multiplication. And if I want to use this property in multiplication with addition or subtraction, but I will use just addition here, and I will not use subtraction. The distributive property states that multiplying a sum by a number is the same by multiplying each addend by that number. Okay, so if I have 7 times 14, so I will cut 14 into two parts. It will be 10 and 4. Okay, so I will write the multiplication operation like this. I have 7 times 10 plus 4. Okay, so I will multiply 7 by 10 first, and I will multiply 7 by 4. Okay, so 7 by 10 and 7 by 4. 7 by 10 equals 70, and 7 by 4 equals 28, and I will add them together, so it will be 98. Just like the area model. Okay, so I will write 7. Here I have 10 and 4. So 7 times 10 equals 70, and 7 times 4 equals 28. So the result will be 98. Okay, so if I have an example like this, I have 46 and 27, and I want to use the distributive property to find the product, and I wanted to try to find another way to break apart, and I want to use the area model to get ensure with my result. Okay, I have 46 and 27, so I will cut, or I will break the two numbers like this. I have the first number is 40 and 6, and the second number is 20 and 7. So I have here 40 plus 6, and here I have 20 plus 7. Okay, so this is the first number and this is the second number, and I want to multiply them together. Okay, so first I want to multiply 40 by all of these numbers. I have 40 times 20 and 40 times 7. Okay, so first I have 40 times 20 and 40 times 7. Okay, next I want to multiply 6 by the second bracket, so I will multiply 6 by 20 and 6 by 7. So I have 6 times 20 and 6 times 7. Okay, this is the first one, and this is the second one, this is the third one, and this is the last one, and I will add them together. So the first one plus the second one plus the third one plus the fourth one, and I want to get the result like this. So the first bracket here, I have 40 times 20. So 40 times 20 equals and I have two zeros, so it will be 800 plus 40 times 7 equals 28, and I have one zero, so it will be 280. Next, I have 6 times 20 equals 12, and I have one zero, so it will be 120 plus 6 times 7 equals 42. So, and I want to add them together. So, once digit I have 0 plus 0 plus 0. Next digit I have 0 plus 8 plus 2 plus 4 equals 14. And I will carry up 1. 1 plus 8 equals 9. 9 plus 2 equals 11. And 11 plus 1 equals 12. So the result will be 1,242. Okay. So if I wanted to use the area model, okay, so I would draw the rectangle like this, okay. And I will write the two numbers on the rectangle side. So the first one is 40 and 6. So I will write here 40 and 6. And the second one I have 20 and 7. Okay. The second one is 20 and 7. Okay. So I will say 40 times 20 equals 800. And the next one I have 6 times 20 equals 120. The third one I have 40 times 27, it will be 280. And the last one is 7 by 6 equals 42. And I will add them together, so I will get the same result, 1,242. Okay, let's try another one. I have here 18 times 304. Okay, so I will break down the two numbers like this. I have 10, 8, and the second one I have 304. Okay, so the first one is 10 plus 8, and the second one will be 300 plus 4. Okay, so I will start with 10. So I will multiply by 300, and next I will multiply by 4. So I will write 10 times 300 and 10 times 4. Okay. Next, I want to multiply 8 times 300 and 8 times 4. Okay. So it will be 8 times 300 and 8 times 4. This is the first bracket. This is the second bracket. This is the third bracket. And this is the fourth bracket. Okay. And I will add them together. So I have first one plus the second one plus the third one plus the fourth one. The first one here I have 10 times 300. So it will be 3,000. Next, 10 times 4 equals 40. So I have here 40 plus 8 times 300. So it will be 240. And 8 times 4 equals 32. So I will add them together. Next, I have 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 equals 2. 0 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3 equals 11. So I will write 1 and carry up 1. 1 plus 0 plus 2, it will be 3. And I have 3,000 here, so it will be 3,000. So the result will be 3,312. So it will be 3,312. Okay, if I wanted to try the area rectangle or the area model like this, okay, and I will cut the rectangle like this, I have here 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1, 2, and 1, 2, 2 by 2 equals 4. So I have 4 parts like this. Okay? So I have the first one is 10 times 8, 10 and 8, 10 plus 8. And the second one I have 304. Okay? So the first one here, I have 10 times 300 equals 3,000. 8 times 300 equals 2. Oh, we forgot 1 0. So let's delete all of these numbers. Okay? Because we forgot 1 0. Okay? So I have here just 1 0 again. Okay? So the result will be like this. The first one is 10 times 300 equals 3000. Okay? The second one I have 10 times 4 equals 40. Next I have 8 times 300 equals 200 and 2400. And next I have 8 times 4 equals 32. Okay? And I will add them together. So I have 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 equals 2. 0 plus 4 plus 0 plus 3 equals 7. And 0 plus 4 equals 4. And 3 plus 2 equals 5. Okay, so the result will be 5472. So let's delete this answer here. So the result will be 5472. So let's try with area model. So I have 8 times 300 equals 200 and 2400. I have 10 times 4 equals 40 and 8 times 4 equals 32. Okay? So first I have 300 plus 3000 plus 2400 plus 40 plus 32 equals 5472. Okay? Next, I want to use the area model here to write the distribution equation. So, but how? The first one here says I have an area model and the first side here is just 9 and the second side is 20 plus 7. So I will say I wanted to multiply 9 by 20 and 9 by 7. So it will be 9 by 20 and 9 times 7. Okay, so it will be 9 times 20 plus 7. 20 plus 7. So it will be 9 times 20 plus 7 equals 27. Okay, but here I have 180 plus 62 equals 243. 180 plus 63 equals 243. Okay, so this is the final result. Okay, so the distribution equation is like this. Okay. Next, I have the second one here. 40 plus 8 and 70 plus 3. So I will say 40 plus 8 and by 70 plus 3. Okay, so I will multiply 40 times 70. So it will be 40 times 70. Next, I have 40 times 3. So it will be 40 times 3. Next, I have 8 times 70. 8 times 70. I multiplied 40 times 70 and 40 times 3. So 8 times 70 and 8 times 3. So I have 8 times 70 and plus 8 times 3. Okay? So the first one here is 2,800. 2,800. And I have 560. 560. And next I have 120, 120, and 24. Okay, so I will add them together. I have 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 4 equals 4. 0 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2 equals 10. I will carry up 1. 1 plus 8 equals 9. 9 plus 5 equals 14. And 14 plus 1 equals 15. So I will write 5 and carry up 1. 1 plus 2 equals 3, so the result will be 3,504. So it will be 3,504. Okay, let's do another one. I have 100 plus 2 and 50 plus 3. So 100 plus 2 plus or times 50 plus 3. So the first number was 102 and the second number was 53. Okay, 100 plus 2 equals 102. 50 plus 3 equals 53. So the original numbers was 102 times 53. It was 9 times 27, and here it was 48 times 73. Okay, so let's go. I have 100 times 50. The first one by the first one. So I have 100 times 50. Okay. Next, I have 100 times 3. 100 times 3. Okay. Next, I have 2 times 50. 2 times 50. Next, I have 2 times 3. 2 times 3. So, I have 5,100, 300, and 6. 5,406. 5,406. It's another one. I have 630 and 1. 600 plus 30 plus 1 and 30 plus 4. So the first number was 631 and the second number was 34. Okay, so let's write the distribution equation. The first one was 600 plus 30 plus 1, and the second number was 30 plus 4. Okay, so 600 times 30, the first one times the first one, and the first one times the second one. So I will say 600 times 30 plus 600 times 4. And this is the first operation, and this is the second operation. Next, I have 30 times 30. 30 times 30. I have 30 times 30. Plus 30 times 4. So 30 times 4. Next, I have 1 times 30. 1 times 30. And 1 times 4. So it will be 600 times 30, 600 times 4. 30 times 30, 30 times 4. 1 times 30 and 1 times 4. 1 times 1, 1 times 2. 2 times 1, 2 times 2. 3 times 1, 3 times 2. Okay? So the first one was 18,000. Next I have 2,400, 900, 120, 30, and 4. I will add them together like this. I have 18,000, and I have 200 or 2,400. I have 9,000. I have 120. I have 30, and I have 4. Okay, so 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 4 equals 4. Okay, and 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3 equals 5, and 0 plus 4 plus 9 plus 1 equals 14, and I will carry up 1. 1 plus 8 plus 2 equals 11. 1 carry up 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2. So the result will be 21,000. Okay, 21,454. Okay, let's try to use a distributive property to solve this operation. I have 23 times 154. So 23 is 20 plus 3. And the second one, I have 100, I have 50, I have 4. So I have here 2 digits and I have here 3 digits. Okay, so I will write the first one. So I will say 23 times 154 equals, the first one was 20 plus 3, and the second one is 100 plus 50 plus 4. Okay, next I will multiply 20 by all of these numbers. So 20 times 100, I will write 20 times 100 plus, and this is the first, 20 times 50. Next, I have 20 times 4. 20 times 4. Next, by all of these numbers. So it will be 3 times 100. 3 times times 4.
So the first one here was,
By 1,
it will be 2000 because I have 2 times 1 and 3 zeros. Okay,
2 times 5 equals 10. I have 2 zeros, so it will be 1. I have 20 times 4 equals 80. Next, I have 3 by 100 equals 300. Next, I have 3 times 50 equals 150. And the last one, I have 3 times 4 equals 12.
let's add them together. The ones digit I have 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0
Plus 2 equals 2. The 10th digit, I have 0 plus 0 plus 8 plus 0 plus 5 plus 1. So 8 plus 5 plus 1 equals 14. 4 carry up 1. The 100th digit, I have 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 3 plus 1. So 1 plus 3 plus 1 equals 5. Okay? And the 1000th place, I have 2 plus 1 equals 3. So the result will be 3,550. 3,542. Okay? Let's try a word problem, and I want to use the area model or the distributive property to use or to solve this problem. Okay, so I have here Ali walks 6 kilometers out each day. So I want to repeat 6 kilometers. Okay, if he walked 187 days a year, so how many kilometers would he walk? So I want to repeat 6 kilometers 187 times. Okay, so I will multiply 6 kilometers by 180.
the total will be, or the product will be 6 times 187. Okay,
I will use the area model. So I will draw a rectangle like this. Okay, and I will cut it into 3 parts like this. Okay, so I have here 1 digit, so it will be here 6, and here I have 3 digits. I have 100, I have 80, and I have 7. So I have here 100, I have 80, and I have 7. Okay, so 100 times 6 equals 600. 80 times 6 equals 480. 7 times 6 equals 42, and I will add them together. So it will be 600 plus 480 plus 42. Okay, so once digit I have 0 plus 0 plus 2 equals 2. Tenth digit I have 0 plus 8 plus 4 equals 12. So I will write 2 and carry up 1. 1 plus 6 equals 7, and 7 plus 4 equals 11. So it will be 1,120
meters. Okay,
Let's try another one. He says Rami saved 225 pounds and Ale saved 15 times as Rami. So how much money did Ale saved. I want what Alaa saved. Okay, so he says that Alaa saved 15 times as Rami. So I will repeat the amount of Rami's saving 15 times. Okay, so I will say what Alaa saved equals 15 times as Rami. So I will say 15 times as Rami. So I will say 225, like this. The previous example we used the area model, so I will use here the distributive property. So I will say the first number is 10 times 5. 10 times 5. And the second number I have 225. 200 plus 20 plus 5. Okay.
So I will start with 10. 10 times 200, 10 times 20, and 10 times 5 times 200. The second one I have 10 times 20, and the third one I have
Times 5.
okay. So the first one finished. The second one I have 5. So 5 times 20, 5 times 200, and 5 times 20, and 5 times 5. Okay.
Let's put a bracket at every operation like this.
The first one here
Times 200. I have 3.
1, 2, 3, and 1 times 2 equals 2. I have 2. 1 times 2 equals 2. Next I have
1 times 5 equals 5. Okay. Next I have 5 times 200 equals 1000. Okay. Next I have 5 times 2, 5 times 20 equals 100, and 5 times 5 equals 25. Okay. So once digit I have 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 5 equals 5, and 0 plus 0 plus 5 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 equals 7. Okay. 100th place I have 0 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1, it will be 3. And 1000th place I have 1, I have 2 plus 1 equals 3. So the result will be 3,375 pounds. So what I saved is 3,375 pounds. Okay. And with this, we finished our video today. I know it was a long video, but we talked about the method of multiplication using powers of 10, and we talked about the method of multiplication using the rectangle area model. Then we use the distributive property in multiplication, and we linked them together and use them in solving word problems. Okay, so I hope people understood our lesson today. I hope that you solve a lot of problems and a lot of exercises on this lesson so that you can understand more. And if you have any questions, send them in the comments And don't forget to like and share the video with your friends and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in a new video and a new lesson. I'm Mr. Ahmed Magdy, your math teacher. Goodbye.